mejor hit.
Yeah.
Because produce a lot of heat. The server have a big fan named blower, and have two of them. One of these blowers stopped and required the change for a new one.
Yeah.
Then I solicited the new part to our vendor, and when receive the new part, I start the procedure for change this blower. This procedure consists in access to the main server, the chassis server, and indicate you want to change a part. Then the server stop completely the failed blower, and you can access physically to do the change. But the problem was when I stopped the failed blower for at that moment unknown reason, the the two blowers stopped. And before I can go to the server room to change the blower, the heat was very high, and all the servers stopped the shutdown.
Wow.
Yes, was
This is a very big problem.
very big problem.
Oh, what do you do as in this situation?
Run far away. Okay, now I I run, but to the server room, extract the two blowers, the good one and the failed one, and insert again the new one, and the blower that be working without problems. And because the old servers are shut down, I prefer to shut down the chassis too, and do a fresh initialization of the chassis and the old servers.
Yeah, good way.
This is no an option usually, because take a lot. The chassis when it starts do a lot of procedures for check the integrity of the hardware, and take a very long time, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. It's a lot in this kind of environments.
Yes.
But at that moment, all the servers are shut down. Then we prefer to do this check of integrity. At the when past maybe 50 minutes, all the servers are running. We have a detailed information about why the second blower file was a very technical and detailed reason. We prefer to send this information to our vendor for check the main reason. And a few weeks from this incident, we received the information and the cause of this problem. Was another internal part of the chassis that we need to replace in other occasion.
Oh, this is the reason. Okay.
Yes, and the the problem wasn't the blower, was the connector between the chassis and the blower.
Mm.
Was a very tricky part, and we need to change practically the 50% of the chassis only for this connector, and take maybe a few months to do all the changes, because we need to require the parts from the the US.
Yeah.
Uh, the main reason for this long time was the servers can be stopped. We need to migrate the services to another servers, and then we have the the possibility to shut down the servers affected.
Mm-hmm. Wow, wow, yeah. I think when the server is passed off in the situation is a very, very a problem, and but you take a good way. Difficult solution, but yeah. In fact, you can resolve this complex task with your teammates. How many co-workers have you in this situation? 2 or 3?
The hardware team was me and another two technicians.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
but because the problem was more was bigger that we analyzing the first moment.
Yeah.
Finally, incorporate a lot of technicians, maybe 8 technicians to analyze
Oh.
this problem, and
Mm-hmm.
we need to incorporate other areas like networking and security for the migration of the services.
Wow. Okay.
Simple task
Mhm.
was result in a very complex task.
Very, very complex task. A good example. Yeah. Nice. Then about other thing, when you work it at the LAN Airlines, you know, the LATAM, did you
Yeah.
have any disagreed with teammates? And if yes, how you will they deal within that situation? Or not only in LAN Airlines, but in other companies about the disagreed points with your coworkers?
Well, in in Latam Airlines, I have a number of different roles,
Mm-hmm.
but when the most problematic, I think, is when I working in the help desk,
Okay.
because we receive a lot of calls. Uh, um, uh, yes, we receive a lot of calls helping. No me sale pidiendo ayuda.
To to require help.
Require.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Me sonaba un poco largo. Okay.
Yeah.
We receive a lot of calls requiring help
Okay.
from all the country. Very quickly, the team was uh, not big enough for respond all these calls in time, and the pressure working in that way was increasing,
Mm.
and very frequently we assist to the user with a call when don't check we we don't check if we can assist these problems.
Yeah.
The user have a problem, and then they need to call to the help desk by phone, but our help desk was a second step. It was a more specialized help desk. In the first help desk, the technicians take the information and check a form with all the information about the problem and the user, and give the ticket number to the user. And in our help desk, we need this ticket number for assist to the user. If the user don't have this ticket number, we can't assist because or maybe the problem of the user can be resolved in the first help desk. This is
Right.
very common in big companies
Yeah.
when they scaffold. Se dice así, es scaffold, cuando escalonan.
Mm, ya, the scaffold es bueno, el armatoste que se utiliza, ¿no? Para las construcciones. Se puede utilizar the scaffold or the sections. Maybe the best word is the sections. You know, the sections to resolve this task or this problem.
Sí, pero decir que hay secciones no quiere decir que una sección esté después de la otra. Por eso quisiera mencionar algo como escalonado o en pasos. Acá me puse escalonar y me salió stager. Pero,
Okay.
bueno, lo digo de otra manera para hacerlo más fácil.
How about this color? To face, okay, to faces, to structure. How is the best word? Or you remember the last word today, the stages.
Stages.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this kind of structure, organizational structure is very common in big companies.
Yeah.
We have the second, but the main problems by us, and then the users prefer to call us directly, and that was a problem because we need to do the forms too. These forms are very long, take a lot of time, and these calls are segundito, me acuerdo la palabra.
Yeah. And sorry about the word. I find the word is a ladder, escalafón. Yeah. This the meaning is exactly to you say, not the section, only the just a position, like a pyramid. You know, in
Yes,
English say the ladder.
the ladder.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Escalafón.
Or response times was measured. Then take time for do the forms affect our response times. That was the problem. We need to ask to the users with a problem to call another technicians only for do a form and then return to us. And for the user, that was a loss of time, but was the the procedures. It's not our fault. In this situation, we decide to assign two of our technicians only for do the forms, and the rest of the team for resolve the problems when the form is ready, and charge to the first company for the time we spend doing these forms.
Okay, okay. Good. And this part, yeah, the latter, when the calls for help, yeah, I find a more short sentence to llamadas para pedir ayuda, the calls for help.
When they call for help.
Yes. Okay, nice. Then about other and the final topics, the salary. What are your expectations with the salary for this position?
Well, I research about the average salary for this kind of positions in your country, and I find the average is around 120,000 New Zealand dollars. I think I worth this salary band, and I think I can incorporate very quickly in my position, and I work the salary band.
Okay, can you repeat me, please? 100? Okay.
120 New Zealand dollars.
120 New Zealand dollars. Oh, okay. We can discuss this part when sign the contract if you pass the interview.
Yeah, sure. I'm open to listen the package salary confirmation.
Okay. And the last one, why you leave it the Mitsushio company in Japan?
Well, when I started in Mitsushio company, I do with the working holiday visa that can be renovated. It's only for 1 year. And because of coronavirus, I can return to my country, and I can extend this visa in an extraordinary situation. But
yes.
I can't renovate again. And the procedure for have a proper working visa required to go return to my country and do the procedures there. But the times for do these procedures are unclear, and probably take a few months. And in this way, I have the visa only for me and no for my partner.
Wow.
And if we decide to start the process here, because apparently it's possible, the working visa still is working. It still is only for me. Creo que eso lo dije mal. Quise decir, todavía sigue siendo para mí.
Now is only for me.
Pero quiero decir que todavía
okay.
no es una excepción.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Still being only for me.
Still being only for me, or wait. Yeah, this is still still for me. Yeah, now it's still being only for me. That's okay. Yeah.
Okay. We decide to to uh, uh, continue in other country, and we find New Zealand very friendly for the immigration process. You have a lot of work, work offers, and it's really beautiful country. And the very good point I forget is your language is English and no Japanese.
Yeah. Okay.
More accessible for me.
Mm, that's right. Yeah, the Japanese is a very difficult language too. Mm. Okay, thank you very much. Then it's all for us, but maybe you have any questions, go ahead.
Yes, I want to ask you about the next steps for the process interview.
Yeah, the process is very simple. You have the result about this interview in the next 3 days, three weekdays.
Oh, very
And
quick.
yeah, it's very quick, and wait to the next and the last, the second interview. Yeah, it's the procedure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too, and see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you.
Ok. Buenísimo. Entonces ahí estamos con nuevas palabras incorporando al vocabulario. He grabado parte de la clase para poder transcribir tus diálogos, tus oraciones, en especial de las nuevas preguntas que estamos haciendo sobre tu currículum, tu hoja de vida.
Muchas gracias.
Y claro, y con esto porque se nota, ¿no? Se nota que estás utilizando tu inglés y eso es buenísimo. Entonces ahí vamos a aplicar ya algunas reglas de la gramática que podrían mejorar algunas oraciones o algunas palabras. Y bueno, pues lo vamos a ver la siguiente clase.
Perfecto, perfecto. Hace mucho que no me retas con la gramática.
Porque bueno, bueno, en el tema, como les decía mi maestro, ¿no? El tema de la enseñanza es un arte, ¿no? No hay
Sí,
no hay cómo decir, claro, esto lo vamos a hacer con este procedimiento todas las veces, sino es de adaptarse constantemente. Y lo bueno es que te siento que sí estás usando más tu inglés y eso es bueno, pese a que haya trabas en algún momento, pero bueno, en el momento de la entrevista vas a poder tener otras opciones, ¿no? No solo centrarte en esa palabra. Y bueno, lo importante es que te sientas cómodo con tu inglés y ahí vamos a nuevamente a balancear un poco con el tema de la gramática.
perfecto.
Bueno, entonces las tareas para el día de hoy. Primero voy a traducir, sobre todo en las partes principales, el comunicado que nos han pasado para el tema de migración, porque te cuento que yo también tengo que renovar mi visa.
¿Ah, sí?
Sí, yo solo tengo hasta abril. Y bueno, pese a tener a mi esposa y todo, capaz que me digan, no, afuera nomás.
Ah, el japonés es maldito. ¿Pero hace cuántos años me
No,
comentas?
no, también ya 7 años, 7 años. Entonces,
Ah,
bueno, ya
sí.
también es una base, pero nunca se sabe con los japoneses. Y bueno, hay que estar siempre prevenidos. Entonces, lo voy a traducir inmediatamente. Les paso eso en la cuenta de WhatsApp.
Sí, que
Y
Clary ya me está preguntando, ¿y qué te dijo? ¿Qué te dijo?
sí, 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 sí. Bueno, principalmente así a priori es el tema de los plazos, ¿no? Que sí, se han modificado. Y hay dos plazos ampliados. El primero que refiere a trámites que hayan empezado es hasta fin de este mes, ¿no? Y el de otro de nuevos trámites que es hasta abril, hasta el 31 de abril. Pero bueno, quiero traducirlo en detalle para saber a qué trámites empezados se están refiriendo. No vaya a ser que sea los suyos, pero bueno, pese a que ya lo han renovado, ¿no? Ya más de 2 veces, entonces no sé si se estarán refiriendo a eso, voy a traducirlo en detalle. Si es así, uy, no, pese a que tienen su visa hasta abril, mm,
Y si la podemos renovar mejor.
claro, claro, así un poco más de tiempo, ¿no?
Sí, sí.
Entonces, lo paso inmediatamente, mi estimado. Muchas gracias.
No, muchas
Eh,
gracias, Adolfo.
entonces, vamos en equipo que Nueva Zelanda o Australia nos esperan.
Perfecto. Muchísimas gracias, Adolfo.
Hey, estamos en contacto.
Nos vemos, Adolfo. Muchas gracias.
Gracias, permiso.